Wondering how to buy a home in Ontario? I know when I started, I was surprised to learn how much was involved in the process and wish someone would have taken the time to set my expectations. Well, take a look at today's video for a quick 8-step breakdown on the things you need to know. Hey, what's up everyone? Matt Rooney here, and on this channel we talk everything real estate. From buying, selling, investing, to becoming an agent, becoming a broker, even building your own team. You name it, we talk it. Consider subscribing, and at any point during the video, check out the link or description below for more information. Okay, so I'm keeping today's video relatively short and just touching on the 8 steps of the home buying process. As I go through, I'm going to link my first time homebuyers video and a couple of others in case you want a more in-depth version of any of these steps. But as always, feel free to comment or email me with any questions you may have. The first thing you need to do when buying a home is get pre-approved. It's important to have your finances in order and to know what you can afford before you start house hunting. Speak to a mortgage specialist or interview a few and then decide what you're willing to spend on a home. Second, find a realtor. I always recommend interviewing a few agents before landing on one, but just make sure you have someone that knows your market and that you trust to keep your best interests at heart. Check out the guide attached to the first time homebuyers video for a list of interview questions to ask mortgage specialists and realtors. Next, decide what you're looking for in a home. Are you looking for a townhouse, condo, detached home? Do you need a garage? How many bathrooms or bedrooms do you need? Are you okay with a fixer-upper, or would you prefer something pretty new? What neighborhood do you want to live in? Are there any specific schools you'd like to live near? You need to know what you're looking for before you start looking. After you've decided what you want out of a house, take that list to your realtor and then jointly begin looking for what's on the market that fits your criteria. When you start viewing properties, you'll begin to get a feel for their value and should be able to narrow down what you're looking for in a home. Again, take a look at the first time homebuyers video for a full breakdown of some things to look for when viewing properties besides their aesthetic appeal. After you've found the home for you, it's time for you to make an offer. You know about the first time homebuyers video, but I also have a video on multiple offers if you think you'll find yourself in that situation. But ask your realtor to walk you through the offer process and the agreement of purchase and sale when you go to make an offer on a home. Basically, your offer will state the price you're offering, your proposed closing date, and any conditions that need to be met for you to move forward with the purchase. The seller can then either decline, counter, or accept your offer. If they counter, you'll need to consider the changes they're proposing, and then it will be up to you to either decline, counter, or agree. Once you have an agreement in place, you'll need to begin meeting any conditions that were included in your offer. For example, if your offer was contingent on financing, you'll need to speak to your mortgage specialist so that they can secure a lender for you. If your offer was conditional on a home inspection, then you'll need to go find a home inspector to go through the home with you in search of any major defects. Once your conditions are met, you simply provide notice to the seller that you're waiving said conditions. The next step is the period between when an offer becomes firm and when you actually take possession of the home. During this time, you'll need to complete a few tasks. First, you'll need to find a lawyer and provide them with all of the necessary paperwork from your deal. You'll also need to make sure the appropriate utilities are set up under your name and the new address for when you take possession. If you're using a moving company or renting a moving truck to do the work yourself, now would be a good time to make that reservation. You'll have to set up insurance for your new home, and if you're renting, you'll need to give notice that you're moving. Check out my video, Closing Costs Ontario, for what to expect financially when purchasing a new home. That brings us to our final step, closing. A day or two before closing, you should do your final walkthrough of your new home. Check the appliances, make sure the heat and AC work, and just do a general inspection of the home to make sure no major damage has occurred since you entered into the agreement. During this time, you'll also have to meet with your lawyer to sign some final paperwork, and then on the day of closing, you'll have to pick up the keys to your new home. As I've mentioned several times, my video for first-time homebuyers goes into a great more detail on everything we've discussed, and there's a downloadable guide attached to the video with checklists and interview questions. Check it out for more in-depth information on any of the above steps. It's perfect for those of you who aren't first-time homebuyers as well. There just may be a few things included in the video that don't apply to you. That's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe for more videos covering all things real estate, and if you know anyone this video would be valuable to, please share it with them. Hit me up below or shoot me an email with any questions or comments, and until next time, this is Matt Rooney talking everything real estate. During this time, you'll also have to meet with your lawyer to sign a fine.